Hey guys, it's Shelby, otherwise known as Shelbizleee here on YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you're not new here, then you know that this is not my kitchen. Let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I am staying in a tiny home this week, and I will be doing a tour of it over on my vlog channel. It won't be up by the time this video goes up, but go subscribe over there and you can see it later this week. Today I wanted to talk about zero waste swaps for your kitchen. And if you guys know, I live in a garage apartment, so I don't have the most beautiful kitchen to show you guys things like this in, and so I figured while I'm traveling, I'll take advantage of the space and make a beautiful video for you guys. So that's what we're going to talk about today, zero waste swaps for your kitchen. Before we get into it, I wanted to tell you guys that this video is sponsored by Thrive Market. I am super excited to work with them. It's hard to find companies that fit my niche and fit my values, and also you guys's. What you guys want to see and what you expect from me. I only want to recommend companies that are amazing and that I believe in, and Thrive Market is absolutely one of those. So Thrive Market, if you don't know, is an online marketplace. You can get any kind of food that you need. That's what I like to use Thrive Market for a lot, is you can sort through all of their food by the things that matter in your diet. So if you're vegan, you can sort by vegan. You can even sort by packaging, so you can sort by compostable packaging when it comes to food. But if you guys didn't know, Thrive also has a lot of home goods. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Super important to point out in this video is that a lot of these swaps I've actually been wanting to make for a long time, but I didn't buy the specific ones because they're so expensive. Over on Amazon, I actually would have paid double for some of these items what I got them for on Thrive Market, so that's super important to keep in mind. Thrive Market helps you save a ton of money, up to 60% on your favorite brands, so if you're looking to save a buck, Thrive Market is a great way to do so. I've also mentioned before that Thrive Market is a zero waste company, and what that means is that in their facilities, they strive to produce the least amount of waste as possible. I've told you guys before that for every pound of trash that you produce as a consumer, there is 7 pounds behind the scenes that you don't see. And so that's Thrive's mission, to reduce those 7 pounds of waste that are produced because of what you're buying that you don't see. So it's amazing to support companies that are doing the same thing that is important to you, because the term zero waste was meant for businesses in the first place. It wasn't all supposed to fall on the consumers. So Thrive Market practices what we preach, and they went ahead and went zero waste in their facilities, and what they ship out to you will be plastic free as well. This whole order, no plastic. And they're giving you guys 25% off of your first order and a 30-day free trial to their membership. So if you want to check them out, make sure you do. Let's go ahead and get into these swaps. I figured the best place to start would be the first thing you do in the morning, right? Your morning beverage. Most people consume something in the morning, if it's not coffee or tea, something like that. Now I know that my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, used to joke that coffee was the second most consumed beverage in the world, and it was only second to water because it took water to produce coffee. So I know a lot of you guys probably drink coffee and you want a zero waste alternative to that. I've talked about Keurig and how wasteful that can be, but even producing a coffee filter every single day is pretty wasteful. So how do you reduce that? With something called a coffee sock. All you do is open up this sock, put it into the vessel of your choosing, put your coffee in there, put some water over it, and boom, you have a zero waste cup of coffee. Very simple, very easy to do at your home, and the easiest zero waste swap probably that you'll ever make. But maybe you're like me and you don't like black coffee, which is super important, and what I was really excited about for this video is I made almond milk for the first time. Now most almond milks come in plastic or something called a Tetra Pak. These things can technically be recycled, but it's not the best option. If you can find almonds without packaging, so in bulk, if you can find dates without packaging in bulk, you can make zero waste almond milk, and it will save you a ton of waste and also money. So I made some zero waste almond milk the other day, and I wanted to put that in right now for you guys. So the first step in making almond milk is soaking your almonds. You can do this overnight or for a few hours. The longer you soak them, the easier it'll be to make almond milk with them. So after they've soaked, you're going to want to put them into a high-speed blender. This is 1 cup of almonds to about 2 cups or to 3 cups of water, and then also I added 2 dates. So those are the main ingredients you need to think about: dates, almonds, and water. And your preference on consistency and sweetness is going to determine how many dates you put in and how much water. Then you're going to want to blend that up. I actually put it in this blender for about 1 minute to 2 minutes, again depending on the kind of consistency you want. But you want to get the pulp very, very thin, and then you're going to pour it into your nut milk bag. So I got that from Thrive Market. You're just just gonna put the bag in there, and I put the lid back on so that I didn't have to get anybody's help with helping me hold the bag. And then after I poured in all the milk, I took the bag out and squeezed out the excess with my hands into that half-gallon jar. And everything comes in one set. They call it a coffee sock, but you can also call it a nut milk bag. It does both. But the bag comes with that half-gallon jar, and so once you're done squeezing, you have fresh homemade almond milk. And this set from Thrive Market makes it really easy because you can store it directly in that half-gallon jar that it comes with. Obviously, you don't have to use this for your coffee, but that is something that you can do, reducing your waste by making your own products. And almond milk is a great place to start. Not only was it really good, but it was really fun to make, and I also made people in my family try it before I tried it. I'm pretty sneaky like that. When I make new things, I make other people try it. So you can go see that on my vlog channel as well if you're interested. I'll link that up in the cards. But what if you're not a coffee person? What if you're a tea person? Well, I have something for you. These little tea steepers are adorable. They're less than $3, and all you have to do is find yourself some bulk loose leaf tea. I know not everybody has bulk, and I understand that, but if you guys didn't know, it's better to buy loose leaf tea, even if it's coming in plastic packaging, because those little tea bags actually are laced with plastic a lot of the times. And you'll notice if you put them in your compost, you'll find little plastic nets. So buy loose leaf tea. And then all you're gonna do is put this over your coffee cup, or your teacup I should say, and steep hot water over it once again, and boom, you have a zero waste cup of tea. Super simple swap. I'm gonna link everything below for you guys if you wanna check that out. Now I know it's pretty normal to put coffee or tea in your own home into a reusable cup, but I've actually seen here on YouTube some people don't do that. Some people put their drinks in disposable cups even at their house. So zero waste coffee cup is super important. This one is stainless steel and it is insulated. Has a silicone lid, so it's super lightweight and easy to carry around. Even if you are getting your coffee on the go, I would recommend getting one of these. This cup is actually really nice because the bottom is not stainless steel. So if you can hear when I hit it against the counter, it's not clanking metal like it would be on the side. It's pretty quiet and it won't slip either. So it's pretty sturdy when you put it on the ground. I really appreciated that. Like I said, Thrive Market makes things a lot more affordable. This was half the price on Thrive Market as what I've seen it in other stores, like they sell it in Whole Foods, and I've seen it on Amazon. Save yourself a lot of money, get it at Thrive. If you stick with me on drinks for a little bit longer, I wanted to share an interesting swap with you guys that I hadn't thought about before. So the other day I went to a rally, I guess you would call it, for a guy named Beto. He's running for Senate here in Texas, and it was at a bar/club situation, and I did get a margarita because they were free. They were handing them out in plastic cups, but I said, can you just put it in a glass cup for me, like your regular glass cups? She said yes. I said I don't want a straw, and I had these with me. So these are mini straws. They're not long ones like regular straws, because to put a long straw in a cup that's only the size of this would be a little awkward. So I thought I would share these with you guys. These are mini straws. If you host a lot, I think this would be great. You don't typically host and give drinks that come in full-size cups. It's like lemonades or blended drinks or something like that. These would be great for you. So I wanted to share these with you. You can get regular ones at Thrive Market as well, regular like full-length straws. And again, they're going to be much more affordable. And these ones as well, you can pick up. Something people are always asking me is, how do you clean your straws? Well, I'll tell you. People think reusable straws can be unsanitary because they can harbor bacteria, which is true if you don't take care of them properly. What I do is if I drink a beverage out that's not water, after I'm done drinking, I will get water and just kind of drink a little bit through the straw to kind of clean out the inside until I get home, which is when this comes in. So you can get one of these cleaning brushes off of Thrive Market. You just insert it into the straw like so. Very easy with some soap and water, and voila, you've got a clean straw. That is all the stuff about drinks I wanted to share. Who knew how many ways there were to make zero waste beverages at your home? Now let's talk about food a little bit. One of my favorite zero waste swaps that I recently made is a silicone baking sheet. I got this one from Thrive Market, and it's really great because you don't have to use aluminum foil or parchment paper, and you don't have to use oil if you just want to put it on a pan. So before I was cooking in my baby toaster oven in my little garage apartment and just putting things onto the baking sheet itself, but I always had to use oil so that it didn't burn onto the baking sheet. Now I can cook with the silicone mat and I don't have to use oil. So not only are we reducing waste, but we're also being a little bit more healthy in the meantime. So if you want to make that swap, that's a great one as well. When you're done cooking things like your potatoes, make sure you're putting it into a storage container. Now, I'm not going to tell you to run out and buy new storage containers if you already have plastic ones that you use, but when those inevitably go missing or they melt or something crazy because plastic doesn't withstand the test of time like other materials do, I'm gonna recommend that you go with stainless steel or glass. I personally have this one right here for you guys, which is a glass container covered in silicone so that it won't break. But it is microwave safe, so it won't be leaching toxins or chemicals into your food like plastic Tupperware containers can do. So highly recommend picking one of these up. Again, the most affordable place to get these that I have seen is on Thrive Market. I also have a stainless steel tiffin that I store some food in, but it's mainly for my to-go stuff, so it's more lightweight than glass, and I carry it in my backpack. If you haven't seen my What's in My Backpack Zero Waste Swaps, check that out. But I highly recommend switching away from plastic. Not only does it break down and become very toxic, but it's also toxic to you, more so than just the environment. So if you can make that swap, I definitely recommend it. Speaking of stainless steel tiffins, if you are out and about, one of the greatest swaps you can make to reduce your plastic waste is a bamboo utensil set or just a spork. So this is the one I recently got from Madison through Thrive Market. Spoon on one side, fork on the other, and this is all she has to carry. She has been notorious for forgetting her swaps, but if she has something as simple as this, I think she'll remember it. So if you guys are looking for something very simple and easy and lightweight, that is a great option for you. Last thing, super important. You guys asked me what is the swap for aluminum foil and plastic cling wrap. And a lot of people use those beeswax reusable compostable wraps if you haven't seen them. But so many of you guys I know are vegan. I personally don't have an issue with beeswax, but I know some people do. So what I do is I just don't even really need beeswax. I haven't tried them. I plan to try them soon, but you don't need them. You can either use your containers or one of these. So these are reusable silicone bags. And these ones are small enough that anything you would put that beeswax wrap around would fit in here. Those things are typically seen being used for half of an avocado, half of a lemon, something like that. These are small enough to put these in here and you won't have an issue. You can zip them up at the top, and they are reusable silicone baggies. I have quite a few of these, and again, the most affordable ones I have found are on Thrive Market. You can get them in all different sizes. They have big ones, they have little ones, they even have smaller ones like this. They're great for travel, snack size things like that, and just storing things around your kitchen. I can also imagine that if you had kids, those would come in super handy. All of the things I mentioned today can be found linked in the description box below, and you can get 25% off of them on your first order through Thrive Market. You'll also get a free 30-day trial to their membership. Like I said, they are a zero waste company and they are sponsoring this video. It's amazing for companies to find influencers like me and work with me because there's not a lot of people out there who fit with us, you guys. So I really would appreciate it if you're going to pick up any of these swaps, or if you want to find an easy way to shop with a company that promotes your values. Check out Thrive Market in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed these swaps. They are affordable and super important to reducing your waste. Remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Bye, guys.